is the VAC case that I was talking about in the Oliver 70 video. If you got that far in the video, I know those longer videos will be the same style video, but a little backstory on this tractor. It's a 1950. It came from the same farm that the 77 came from, and then the 430 case. Kind of a close family friend. It's kind of a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but we had all three, and there was kind of a slew of attachments for this one: a sickle mower, VCMB plow, and a front mount cultivator. The motor is loose. It's no cherry. You can see it's broken, but shoot the oil, and it's brand new on the full line. So granted, I pulled the spark plugs out yesterday, and there's definitely some rust in the cylinders, but it's loose, it spins over, so that means that it's completely wasted and that there's no compression or anything like that. But I had hopes that the tires would be good, but they'll hold air long enough to, this one will hold air long enough to probably drive around, the other one not so much. But looking through our old stashes of stuff, these are 11.2 28s. Looking through the old stashes of stuff, I found some 12.4 28s. So hoping those tires are better than these ones, and by that I mean, you know, I don't care about the cracks like that. I just prefer not to have those type things. But we'll see how long the Camry battery lasts. It's 100, well, it's not 100 out today, but it's making its way towards there. But this is a pre-Eagle hitch tractor. This says I actually don't know what it's called. I just know it's the VCMB plow. This is the only bad spot of the sheet metal right there. It's rusted out there, but it's manageable. I have not even pulled the cap. I guess we can do that together. Yeah, that's another thing. Oofda. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I bet those points aren't gonna work. I was gonna see if this thing would fire, but I should blow that out before I go any farther, but it might be alright. We'll see. See, it's got that case oil filter. I didn't know if that's a paper element. I know I've heard over the years that paper elements, if you start them, they can disintegrate if they've been sitting a long time. I assume this thing's been sitting probably about the same time period as the 430 and the 77, so that's the 90s. But allergies have been kicking my butt recently, so yeah, I know. I know that these 430s, these little cases. Yeah, I'm already sweating. I've been out here for about 10 minutes. Oh. I know these little VACs can financially break you, so we're gonna see how it goes. If it's not worth fixing up, if it's not worth getting running, if those tires aren't any good, we'll see how far it gets. I just kind of bought it because it had the price I paid for the tractor. I got everything for $400. I would not have paid $400 for the tractor itself, personally. But with the cultivators, the plow, and I got 2 wheel weights, so rear wheel weights, so you know, that kind of sweetened the deal. We're just gonna see. I'd like to get some fire from it. All the cables have disintegrated. I'm sure you can see that. Just didn't even look. Oh, ants. Inside cap looks brand new. Huh. I took the valve cover off. It's got a stuck valve, but we'll get into that more. It doesn't look terrible in there. There was a mouse nest in here. John kind of cleaned it out. John's actually more excited to work on it than me. But we got one brake stuck. This one works. There's a few clips that might get shown of unloading it. Didn't get any of loading it, but unloading it. we've been using the PTO to turn it over. It's got some rough spots in the motor, but as to be expected. But I'll go and show you the stuff that he did get. Yeah, that was in the toolbox. I haven't even looked in here. No. Yeah, daylight. But yeah, I'll go show you the other stuff. Oh, we're still going. We'll just cut this out if I don't want to show it. Side note, this is what happens if you have truck tires that blow out. So, be careful. Yep, here's the 430. There needs to be a second part of this tractor series made, but, or not second part, but it's done now. Besides the seat, that seat's the only thing that's questionable on it. That's a plow that we got for it. We had a bunch of stuff to get from the farm where the stuff was, so we made a couple trips past few days, and we made some more room for junk. But here's the front mount cultivators. Could only find one adjustment rod, so I imagine next time we're there I'll have to do a little bit more searching. But you can see how far they were in the dirt. They're leaning in the ground like that, but shoot, they look complete. Besides, one of these doesn't have a shovel on it. Yeah, over there, no shovel on the end one. But oh, I don't know if I said, but I've been fighting allergies. So yeah, I saw, actually what happened was we went there to get the 77 3 years ago. Didn't think much of it. Took some pictures of the random stuff they had. Now I just was looking through them and I was like, what is those cultivators for? And I figured it out, it was for the VAC. And once I figured that one out, it was game over. Had to have it, so yeah. Like I said, I need another adjustment rod, but we need a running tractor first. T&L pivot pump. This is for the plow. This is the breakaway plow for the 430. I don't know what model it is. Actually, it's not for the 430. The guy we got it from, this was part of the deal for the 430 because it's got the 3-point hitch. This is actually pre-30 series stuff. But here's the plow for the VAC. This is the VCMB plow. And this is the, like I said, Rossi Oliver, man, has a few videos of that VAC. He has. And this goes on the tractor like so. Oh, that's stuck, but this is your lift. The pin for this plow, to lift this plow out of the ground, is right here. This pin goes right there, and then this bolts onto your drawbar cradle of the tractor. And yeah, we are still recording. This bolts onto the back of the tractor. This is supposed to be upside down like this, I would imagine. I don't see why not, but I've been wrong before, so who knows. I just assumed it goes like this, but I'm not sure how this works then after that. I've only seen a few pictures of it. This is obviously not as desirable as the Eagle hitch, but nonetheless, I just kind of got it because we could complete the series. This little plow is actually in really good shape. Both coulters still roll good. And the points have a little wear on them, but nothing unusual. Breakaway is obviously stuck, but yeah. But I guess I got one more thing to show you on the tractor. These mount on the back of the axle and they mount on the axle like this. Somehow, some way they are depth controls, I guess. So These are for that VCMB plow. Yeah. I did say this, I don't know if I said it, but this thing's got a sickle mower with it too. I don't know what the model is, but this was on the sickle mower and I took it off. The downfall of this tractor is, well, I wouldn't say downfall. See that broken out bolt there? I'm sure the wide angle shows it, but that's the other side. Somebody ran into the sickle mower when it was sitting stationary and it busted the cast off the rear end. So that's the drawbar cradle, and that goes, this goes like such on the back. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that. We'll have to do something about it. The first thing to do is get it running, but yeah, I know I took the valve cover off already, but I'll show you it. It's really hot. I don't know how far I'm gonna go on this today. You know, oh, another thing is, it has a spark plug cover and it's got the spark plug boot insulator, or spark plug wire insulator. Here's the spark plug cover. It's hard to do much on these tractors when you see the running ones sell for $700. I might be able to scalp this one together for less than that. We'll see. We start school next Monday. Today is the 19th of August. So we're not gonna have much time to work on this stuff in the upcoming future. So this thing's gonna get moved out of here into the trees somewhere and worked on there, I imagine. I'll show you, I guess, since we'll be taking the valve cover off, first thing I'll do is take the rocker arms off. Oh, don't you fall on me, hood. It's actually a miracle that the hood arm is still, the hood holding arm is still in good shape. Yeah, there's the rockers. They're not bad besides the gunk that I got into them. This is the culprit, bent, so stuck valve right here. And I know there's a way to do this, but am I gonna take them off one by one and do it the way they're supposed to be done? Probably not. We'll have to clean that out. I'm just gonna start loosening them all evenly and go from there. Pull the push rod, see what they look like. But yeah. You guys are in the shade, I'm not. Oh, a whole stud, alright, whatever. Also, we spent our summer working on farm-all tractors, so there might be a few videos of a 600, by a few, maybe each one. The 600 that we did, I wouldn't say a bunch of work on, but we got it running. We painted 5 tractors this summer. 2 300s, a Super M, a Super W6TA, and then that 600. So now that I know how to paint, this tractor might be candidate for a repaint. If it runs, obviously. If it runs. Big if. If it runs and doesn't blow up from rust. I was going to take the carb off and mess with that, but Guess not now. I don't want to start this thing and run it with that oil filter. I'm sure it's probably better, but I'm sure those are cheap enough. I can probably just order one online. Or not order one online. Just get the number and order it and be done with it. Just put a new one on there. Plus, I think that's kind of a neat little piece that I'll be keeping for a personal collection. That Case-Re oil filter refill. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's an element in there or what, but if I could just get a spin on, that would be great. This will need a new valve cover gasket, but I got a new valve cover gasket set for, not a valve cover gasket set. I got a roll of it for the 430 to remake its valve cover gasket, so I know this is a little smaller motor, so should be simple enough to
have to get the bead blaster out. Oh.
John's doing tires. Oh, this one's still in good shape. It's gonna spring apart. Oopta. You don't need to do that on me. You don't need to do that. Alright, I'm gonna go put this somewhere where it won't. If it falls apart, I'll have all pieces. It is actually so hot out here right now that... Oh, that don't look bad. That's not where you're supposed to be. Is it, or is it? Bead blaster. It's actually so hot that the sweat is dripping off of my eyebrows onto my glasses. That's how hot it is right now. That's not right either. Quit that. Go to your home. There. That's not it. You pull it together. I guess that's where it's supposed to be. That is just don't seem right to me. We'll have to mess with that, but here's the culprit, bunged up. So we're gonna do the obvious thing and straighten that out, even though that weakens them. Stuck. Not stuck. Not stuck. Stuck. Not stuck. Huh, we got a valve stuck on every one of them. Yep, every cylinder's got a stuck valve. So I'm gonna mess with this for a little bit and then I'll bring you back. I know you can see that. I just spent the past couple, I don't know, past 20 minutes straightening push rods out. Let me tell you, that was hot. Valves are still stuck. That's surprising. Not really. Well, come on. Anyways, see, we got some great wiring on here. Well, am I gonna have to get a socket? Maybe. I'll be back. Half 3/8 ratchet, 1/2 inch socket. and a swivel. Not a swivel, but a wobble socket. That kind of works, I guess. I'm going to take this carb off and just start soaking it. Well, actually, I guess I could have brought a screwdriver, but oh well. I haven't decided the fate of this tractor. I want to keep it, but if it turns into more of a project than I want to take on, I don't think I want to buy parts tractors for it. So it might be sent on down the line. I haven't gone that far yet. Haven't thought that far yet. I was hoping that was going to give me enough to... Oh, the carb doesn't look off one side. I was hoping that was going to give me enough to get the fuel line off, but I guess not. Oof, some tight working conditions, that's what I'm doing about. Alright, I guess we'll take this off at the sediment bowl. I should just get a line wrench. Oh, what are the chances of that? She's loose. Anyways, what I'm hoping, I know it won't happen, but I'm hoping that this tractor wants to live. I don't have any wood to knock on. Oh, my hat might be obstructing people's view. This is supposed to be one of those water cooling hats. We got a friction fit 7/16. I mean, she's tight. You see the varnish in the bowl too. I imagine this won't come off unless you take the air cleaner off, is what this series of events will turn into, if I had to guess. Well, the guy who had these tractors, he was a very meticulous guy. Just in his old age, he just obviously taking care of the tractors he didn't use wasn't highest priority. And the 77 he had was his pride and joy. So that's the one that got... This tractor is actually on the back burner between the 430 and the 77. I guess all they ever did was use that sickle mower with this tractor. Is all they ever used it for, so I mean, it makes sense. Now I know to get something. I think I'm just going to shut the camera off because this is all tiny work that's just really annoying. And I don't know how long this video is going to be. So, yeah. I think we'll end on that note. Throw this video together sometime. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.